Just before we start our chapter review, I just wanted to point something out. I saw a lot of students struggling with this, and it's a very common mistake, so please pay attention. The angle of depression and the angle of elevation are always measured from the horizontal. That's one of the most important defining features of angles of depression and elevation. Now, when we have a diagram that looks like this, a lot of people automatically want to put their angle of depression here, where this 78 degrees is. We get excited because we can see this right angle triangle here, and we want to find an angle in the triangle because we know that's going to help us solve the problem. But the problem with that is, look at the two lines that make up this angle. Okay, this angle is enclosed between two lines. We've got this line here, which is a vertical line, and we've got this line here, which is a line of sight. Now, are either of those two lines that make up our angle, are either of them horizontal lines? No, they're not. We've got a vertical line and a diagonal line here. None of them are horizontal lines. So that means, by definition, this cannot be our angle of depression, okay? The angle of depression is always measured from the horizontal. That's how we find it. So if there's no horizontal line here, we're in trouble. So if we're trying to find the angle of depression, we need to find the horizontal at our point. So if we're measuring our angle of depression from up here, then we need to find our horizontal. We need to draw in a horizontal line at this point. And you can see that in this diagram, someone's put in this dotted horizontal line. And sometimes we like to make our line a dotted line just to show that it's not really part of the diagram. There was no information in the question about this line, and it's not even part of the triangle really, but we've just put this line in to show us that this is our horizontal at that point. And we needed to put it in because we're finding an angle of depression. And an angle of depression is always measured from the horizontal. So even if there's no horizontal in your diagram, you can just draw one in. And you can draw it at any point in the diagram too. You can draw a horizontal line at this point. In fact, there's already one here. It's just the ground. And you can put it up here like this dotted line. You can also put, if you really wanted to, you could put a horizontal line in here halfway between the house and the cliff. It's just going to be a horizontal line. No matter where you put it, you just draw a horizontal line. Just remember that your angle of depression needs to be between the line of sight and the horizontal. And if your angle ends up being between the line of sight and a vertical line over here, then it's not the angle of depression and you've accidentally labeled a different angle. So people love to put it in here when they've got this right angle at the top here, but it's actually the other part of the right angle. It's not this part, it's the part from the horizontal down. That's why it's called an angle of depression.